So good evening, everybody, and welcome to today's class. Okay, so this is the new document I'm creating. Okay, we're going to be creating the new document. It's going to come out, then we're going to play a little bit. Someone went out or joined. Mr. Murphy is out. I guess his network is really troubling him today. So before now, I want us to just let's not let the class be mute. Ask questions. What you think, or just give me your general questions. Could be about graphics, animation. Just ask anything you are not clear. You want to know. Just ask anything.
I have a question.
Okay.
Yesterday you talked about fonts. Joyce said that she made an observation that she liked the way you changed your font for Adidas. I was not stable, so I was not able to see how you changed it.
Okay.
You said there are so many ways to do your design, to make 1,000 ways to make your design very beautiful. But you used a simpler method for that instead of going through all the fonts. To
Okay.
just be able to do something, but I don't know how you do that.
All right. I'll tell us that how that was done. How that was done was, every logo has its font that was used for it. Okay, and now the use of Google made it so easy that if I want to design something that has been before, I'll just go to Google. I will tell Google, oh Google, please tell me the font that was used for Adidas. Google is going to tell me the font. Then I'll check my system. Do I have the font? If I don't, I need to download that font. So I think font downloading is for another day. I'll show you how to get fonts. Okay. Yeah, we are welcome to this screen. This is our normal screen. Okay, this is our screen. This is a square screen. When you want to design for use, that is, it's not going to be printed. It's just for internet use. You make your design square. Square means the length and the length and the breadth are the same. Are we together?
Okay.
When you are
Yes.
when you are designing not to be printed, you are designing for Mr. Murphy. Good evening, sir. Can you hear me, sir? Mr. Murphy. Okay, I wanted to be sure he's hearing me. Please, can we put on our cameras, please, so that we get to see we are not having a class with robots, please. Yes, I want our cameras to be on. I'm going to put on mine too, so that you see whom you are having class with. So you know you're not having class with a robot.
Well, Olga.
Mr. Murphy, good evening. Welcome, sir. So hope we can see me now.
Okay.
Can we see me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
please, let's make the class more livelier so that we see everybody. Okay, thank you, Annabelle. Vanessa, please, Mr. Toby, Miss Faith, and Mr. Murphy. Please let our cameras be on so we can see ourselves and know. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Toby. Thank you, Miss Faith, Mr. Murphy, and also then Vanessa, please. So that let's make this class more interactive and fun. Let's make the class more fun and interactive, please. All right, thank you, Mr. Murphy. Thank you, Mr. Nonso. And Miss Vanessa, please, we're waiting for you. Let's get to know everybody. And Mr. Murphy, welcome, sir. I tried calling you once. I tried calling you again. I was worried. I didn't see you. Okay. While waiting for the others, then we are going to go into today's class. Today's class, we are going to be doing basics in Photoshop. We're going to be playing around Photoshop. Now, this is our Photoshop environment. This is how the Photoshop environment looks. Okay, it is not a strange environment. It's something we should, since we are used to a PC, we should be used to it. Okay, when you open the Photoshop, this is what you see: the tools by the left and the palettes, the panels by the right hand side where we do our manipulations. Down here where you see my mouse is called the layer area. I need to mute everybody so that we need to, yeah, so that everything will go smooth. All right, good. It's been recorded. So like I said earlier, this is the toolbars, yeah, the command bars, yeah, the panel bars. Down here you see your layer and your path. You have layer and path. Then here we have properties for our fonts and character styling. Okay, paragraphing also. So we can do our manipulations here. Then here is for adjustment when it comes to light, effect, colors. We do all the manipulations here. Okay. So that being said, I'm going to introduce an image. What we'll be doing this evening is, for a start, we're going to be bringing an image and we'll play with that image. Okay, we'll do basic editing with that image so that we all get to know how these softwares work. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to be introducing an image here. So let's just hold on. I'm trying to bring in the image. All right. So I'll just bring in the image. We're going to just play around how to add a little effects to the image, bring the image to life, and try to modify it better than when it was brought into the interface. So I'll just look for one simple image. We're not going to do anything special or spectacular. Just look for a simple image. So the image is loading up, and boom, you see the image now. So here is the image. Okay, here's the image we're going to be playing with. Now, I want us to take a good look at this image. I'm going to be removing the background and I'm going to be cropping. Now, look at, after removing the background, look at the image is having some blank area. So you just use crop, click here and bring it down. Then you click this edge and bring it up. Then when you are done, When you are done, look at this check button. Look at this check button. This button here, once you click it, it will add that effect that we've just done to the image. It's going to perfectly remove that part we cut out of it. Okay, you can see how it looks now. All right, hope you understood that as well. Hello. Okay, let me assume we are getting it. Just raise your hand if you feel you have a question you need to ask. So the next thing we are going to be doing is we want to duplicate this image, this very image. We want to make it two so that we'll be comparing it with the former one when as we progress. Okay, we'll be comparing with the former one. So what we'll do is you just right click on this panel where the mouse pad is. You just right click on it. Okay, the second option up there is called duplicate layer. Once you click on duplicate, just notice you say, I'll just rename it, I'll say copy, then you say okay. You can see that the image is now two. Okay, if I off and on one, the image is now two. Look at, so we are going to be working with this second image, then we'll be comparing it with this first one and see the difference. So the first thing I want us to know in Photoshop is that Photoshop can add little brightness to this image. All you do is just come to levels. If levels is not here on your own taskbar, all you just do for me is you come on Windows, then you come on adjustment, which is A. Once you click on adjustment, this is the adjustment panel. It will bring all of these with it. So that is how you bring it there. Then once you click on levels, something like this will pop up under the properties. Now this is level. Now watch, if I click and hold from the middle and drag to the left, you see what is happening to the image. Whereas if I go to the right, you see what is happening to the image. You understand? So it depends on what you want. So then from here, if you drag it this way, you can see how it's giving that touch. You can see how it's giving that touch. Okay? So now I want us to compare. This is the original image. Now this is what we've done. Which one is better? Please unmute yourself and let's have an interactive class. Which one is better? Please make sure there's no sound, no background sound. I've unmuted everybody. Which one is better? Is it this one we just did or the earlier one? This is the
The one
original.
we just did.
Yeah, this is the original, and this is the one we just did now. You can see the difference now. Hope we
Yeah.
can. Yeah, you can see the difference. All right. So the next thing we are going to play around now is after doing this whatness. Let's assume we want to add another color, or we want to add coloration to it, or let's say possibly you want to make this image black and white. How do we do it in Photoshop? Okay, now by doing that in Photoshop, all you need to press is you just press the control key down, you hold it, then you press the shift key down, you hold it, then you tap your U on your keyboard. Are we together? Hope we are hearing what I'm saying. You press your control
Yeah.
key down, you press, after you press your control key down, you press your shift key and you press your U key. Okay? Are we together? I'll expect we write that down. So another way of doing that is coming to the color. You come to color balance. You can do that in color balance depending on how you want it. You can see shadow, highlights. You can. Are you seeing that?
Mm-hmm.
Are you seeing that?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can see. So depending on what you want, you can achieve. There is no limit to what you can achieve here. There is no limit. This one is just plain basically. Look at. You can see. Is it looking black and white or not?
Not fully.
Partially.
A
It's
bit.
not fully right.
Little.
Okay. How about now?
Yes,
Yeah.
black and white.
Now this is black and white. So saturation does for black and white. That's what I want us to understand. If you must do black and white, you use saturation. Okay, saturation is under the vibrance. Okay, when vibrance is selected, this is it. It comes here. We have two of the option. I want us to notice, if I take the vibrance to the left, see the output. But if I take the vibrance to the right, completely 100%, you can see the black things are coming up very sharp, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that is that on that. So please, any questions so far from what I've done? Maybe I was too fast, maybe you didn't understand. I just want us to ask questions, please.
How did you bring the picture to the Photoshop?
Okay, now this is how our normal Photoshop looks. If you want to introduce any picture here, you click on File, you click on Open. It will take you to your PC where you are going to select or go to the directory where that picture is. Okay, all right. I'm just teaching us the right way. But when we get used to Photoshop, you know other ways to introduce pictures. Let's assume I'll click this, then I'll click this. Automatically, the picture will come to Photoshop. So we introduce the picture into Photoshop, allow it to load up. Depending on anything you are doing, just be patient, make sure it loads up. Have we seen this?
Mm-hmm.
This is the picture. So now you can see the white excess space. We want to remove it. So how do we do that?
Go to your crop.
Crop.
Okay, we use our crop. Then you click here
Mm.
and you drag in. You make sure you drag it to the point where it is. You allow it. Then you come down. You click and drag it up. Then once you are done, look at this. Have you seen it? You commit the current crop. So committing it means you've accepted that changes. Then once you commit it, it will crop that picture to that level which you cropped it to. I believe we are not new with cropping.
Mm.
So once it's
No.
done cropping, you will see the output of what you've done. Okay.
Okay.
Now this is our cropped image. Now you can see how our cropped image looks like. Okay. So after that, what next do we want to do? Let me zoom in so that we see the image. So what else? Let's say we want to add a write-up now. Want to add a write-up describing these people. Who are they? What was happening here? Okay. All you do is you just click on text. Look at the T here. Click on text. Okay. And just click on any space here. Once you click on any of the spaces, you will see the cursor will start blinking. So depending on the length of the character, the cursor is already blinking, but that size is too small. So look at the size. Let me increase it a little bit to the last. This is the size. So once you do that, what you just type is you just type what you want to type. Amacos 2014. So when you are done, you commit. Once you commit, it will be ready for you to edit or format the text. Okay. Then that is where you now come to your properties bar. Okay. So you just allow it to commit completely. Then you come to your properties bar. All right. So just hold on. Don't be in a rush. So once it is committed like that, all you do is come to your properties bar. Let's change the color. Which color will best fit this text where it is now? Let me ask. Which color will be best for this text where it is as it is now?
Black.
No, no. White. Pure red. White, yeah.
So you need to know color margin. What color is going to come out very well? Okay, you need to know color margin.
The color margin.
Now, hello, what did you say, sir?
The color margin, like how do you change the colors on it?
Now, how you change color is once you've committed, you will see some arrows, these arrows coming around the text. So what you
Yeah.
do is look at this color under the properties here. There is color
Mm-hmm.
here. So once you click
Okay,
on
okay.
it just once, this comes up. Then you can play around. If this is not the color you want, maybe you want purple, you can play around it. If you want web colors, you do like this. You can have all the choices you want to have. So if you uncheck this, it comes normal. And if you check this, you can see them. They are in varieties depending on what you want. Okay. So
Yeah.
you now select. Just click and drag it to that portion. Then you click on OK. The effect is taken. So please, so far so good. Any question?
I have a question.
Okay, please go on.
When I'm writing a text on an image, should the text always come under or anywhere you want it to come,
The
on top
text
or below?
position of text is not relative. It depends on the design and what you are out to achieve.
Okay.
So this, you shift this. I want this text to be in this area. So how then do I do it? I need to break this text. Okay. How do I break it? Just double click on the text. You see your cursor will start blinking. Then press enter. Enter is going to take it to the next margin. So once you do the select button, just allow it load. Then you come to character. Now watch. If you click and drag, or you just increase this size here. Now this A over A that is showing arrow up and down means you want to stretch the text to have space apart. Why this other one that is showing VA means you want to stretch the text vertically. Okay, that's what it means. Stretching it vertically or stretching it horizontally. As you can see now, the Amacus and 2014 alumni is just jam-packed. Okay, it's
Makes
jam-packed.
sense.
So you just need to separate them. They don't need to be jam-packed like that. You just need to separate them. Let me give it 48. 48 should surface. Then if 48 is not surfacing, we'll do 60. Okay, 60 has done the job. So we just bring this guy, bring him here. Okay, then we go to the font style. This is where I told us you need to know appropriate font styles to use when you are designing. Okay, font styles matters a lot. Know